Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why, when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know, closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.
Holy moly, I think I did it. I did everything. I muted myself. I remembered to include Instagram. Maybe this is an omen. We're going to have a fantastic time, guys. Welcome to another Wednesday show. Happy Thoughts with Claudette. That's me. And this show is broadcasting all the way from British Columbia, the province of British Columbia in Canada, in my little city called Dawson Creek. Not Dawson's Creek. That is something we hear a lot, especially when the show was a lot more popular. So Dawson Creek, British Columbia. Welcome to everyone who's joining us. If you've never joined the show before and this is your first time, you've just discovered us, I'd like to let everybody know this show is all about uplifting conversations. It's also about, hang on a minute, I think we're going to just remove this. Hey Gary, welcome. Anyone just listening to the show for the first time, this show is all about helping us feel invigorated, uplifted, encouraged, so we can go do another week in this place called Earth, on this place called Earth. Tonight, I'm going to be reading tarot cards for everyone. So if you want a reading, you just give me a request in the comments, and I will add you to my list. Getting it ready here. How was everyone's Easter? Did you do anything special? I'll keep an eye out in the chat room here and see if anyone wants to share how their Easter was. I was able to get away, like I mentioned in the show last week, which was awesome. We went just to Edmonton, Alberta, so not too far away, but far enough that it felt like a great getaway. We had fantastic weather. I don't know how Dawson Creek fared for weather, or any of you, but Edmonton was really nice. I mean, it's that time of the year where the roads are kind of, you want to say gross because they're dirty, right? The gravel, all of the garbage because the snow is melting away. So I did notice how dirty everything was looking, but you're excited because you can actually step out without a big heavy winter jacket on. The new earth. I like that, Gary. Gary was saying the new earth. So we stayed in Edmonton and got to take in a few movies. I really wanted to see Project Hail Mary. So I went and seen that. I don't know if you've got, you know what, I'm just going to make a mention on my notes here so that I can add links. Anything I mention in the show, I'm going to have links in the show notes on my YouTube channel, and you can go and investigate and see what was that Claudette was talking about. So Project Hail Mary, that was really interesting show. It's like a space movie where, hey, Jody-Os, welcome. Hi, Ashton, welcome. Yes, you saw it, Ashton. I see there was so much scientific terminology in the movie. So I feel like for those that are very much into physics, you would probably really enjoy, and it was really neat too for people that are interested in how to establish learning a new language. Like, there, without giving the show away, there's this whole part of the movie where the two different cultures come together and they have to figure out how to communicate. And I just love seeing the honesty and the innocence of two different cultures coming together and learning how to trust each other, and all the difference, despite all the differences, able to form a friendship. And yeah, it's just about this astronaut, and he wasn't even an astronaut who really wanted to be there. He didn't want to have that trip, and yet I think in the end it was the best thing for him. And it's a really deep show. I will say that there are times when it feels a little bit long, but I felt like the story was so powerful that it was okay. The pace was fine for me. It's a mixed bag. A lot of people love it. Like Ashton Jill is saying, it was so cool. It was a great movie. I'm with you. My husband and son felt like, you know, it's not like your typical action movie where the things are happening very quickly. But I love having the time to pause when I was watching the movie and to be contemplating, like, how would that feel like for me to be in that situation or having that experience. And I don't know about you guys, but I've always thought how vast the universe is and how vast space is. Like, how trippy that must feel to be floating, you know, in space and looking out and maybe seeing like the size of a thumbnail Earth. Like, how trippy would that be? I don't know how I would do. I don't know if that would make me really nervous to be that far away from Earth, that far away from my home. Like, looking down at that ball, I'm thinking about like re-entry. Am I gonna make it back? Like, I don't know. That's how I look at space movies, like based on, you know, very real kind of situations that could happen. Even if it's fiction, it's still quite believable. So yes, and I just love that. And then what did we do? We went and took another movie in because we just love going and sitting in those nice recliners and taking in a big IMAX movie. It's a lot of fun. It's a big treat for us. And of course, the popcorn. Have to have the popcorn. Ben just introduced me, our son, to Jolly Rancher gummies. Oh my God, those are so good. I have to really be careful. I ate, and then I was like, okay, close this bag, hand it to Ben. I can't see this anymore. I'm going to eat the whole bag. And I ended up going to get more on our trip home when we stopped at a gas station because I was even thinking about it. It was so yummy. When Gary says, when I went to school, I took up space. Oh, yeah, there's a good joke. uh, so, what was the second movie that we watched? Oh, Ready or Not, I think it was called. Yeah, I think it's called Ready or Not. So that was, you know what it made me think of? That channel on TV, I think it's Warner. It was a W logo with a big W, and it would be more like the young adult series like Vampire Diaries, and I forget what that network is called. But this movie really made me think like it was in that kind of genre, like young adult. So it's a scary movie. It's all about like these devil worshiper like rich cult family and how it's like this elite families and anyway, they end up hunting her, and this is the second one. So I didn't see the first movie, so this was the second movie, but you can easily just go to this one and still kind of get the gist of it. It was good. It was good. Hi Lana and 5Y. I'm so happy you're here. Thank you. I hope you have a great day and night. We're going to be pulling cards very soon. We're just doing our little chit chat and getting ourselves all settled in. Make sure everybody gets back on the couch or the chair or wherever you're at. We're ready to do some readings. So, yeah, Ready or Not, it was kind of pretty bloody. And if you're into like Satan worshiping movies, but with a younger adult kind of vibe to it, you would probably enjoy it. Again, Ben was worried. My son, he's like, oh, mom's probably not going to like this. And he was really anxious to hear what I thought of it. And I said, you know, honey, for me, it's all about the story. I really am always looking for quality of the story and the premise behind the show. And so I kind of struggled through some parts of it, but I like the story behind everything because in some ways, gosh, we're not going to go there too far, but it's very I feel almost like very much mirroring what's going on in the world right now. Like you're hearing some pretty scary stuff with the Epstein files about what was happening and what like they were doing and maybe some research happening and I'm not, this show isn't about that, but like that movie made me kind of start thinking about that as well and other things I'd heard. So yeah, that was my Easter. We didn't end up eating a ham or doing any of that, but I still had a great time. Got some shopping done, and we got to see my grown-up son at a card show in Millwoods Mall. So he had a table selling his Pokemon cards. And shout out to my son Matthew. That was so much fun to watch him in action. That mall was packed. If you've ever been to the Millwoods Mall in Edmonton, all the hallways were lined with tables and there were crowds. It was so much fun. So much fun to watch and just meeting people and watching people with passion for something, right? So I really liked seeing into my son's world, and it looks like our Ben is going to join Matthew now because he had so much fun. It was very infectious and he's all excited. I did not forget to listen. Welcome, Janice. I'm assuming Janice is going to want a reading. I think I'll just put her right on the list because she already messaged me earlier today saying she wanted a reading. So I'm going to add Janice as my first card reading of the evening. And again, just a reminder to anyone listening tonight, if you want to have a card reading, please ask in the comments. Hi, Deborah Lee. Welcome. Welcome to Happy Thoughts with Claudette. We're going to just review why the title of our show is called 5 of Fungus. How the heck do you come up with a name like that, Claudette? Oh, I'm so glad you asked. Actually, let's get our camera to share. We're going to add this to the stage, and this I feel like is the best approach for a picture. So you'll see now in the split screen this beautiful deck, Boadicia's Tarot of Earthly Delights by Caroline Kenner and Paula Millett. Now, Caroline Kenner, I don't want to forget, I would like to just, if you're in the habit of whispering prayers at night or during the day, please keep Caroline in your thoughts. She is definitely having some struggles with her husband's ailments. And I was just thinking how nice it would be if we could keep her in our thoughts. I had painted a peace egg with peace signs. I want one. M. Des. It's not something I did a lot of painting eggs, but I do have faint memories when I was really young doing them. I would love to do that one year, actually. So do you paint eggs, M. Des, every Easter? Is that like a yearly thing that you do? I love looking at art. What is it? X. I'm on X a lot. You're welcome to find me there. And I just love looking at art. I love seeing the power of imagination and what people create. So let's get back to this Boadicia's Tarot. I'm going to lift the big box, bring it over to this window, because I thought you don't often get to see me open this one. It's a hefty box. Do you see that? Like, look at my hand compared to the binding. So this has got one of them nice open ledges where it closes on its own. You open it up. And look at how wonderfully illustrated this is. I hope you can see that. I can't see what I'm doing there. Yeah, there you go. There's a message inside. And here is the book is the same size as the box. So there you go. It's a hefty book. It's color inside. I love it. And then they've also included the ribbon. Absolutely, Deborah Lee. I will add you right now, otherwise I may forget. Here's Deborah Lee, card number 2. Deborah Lee. Okay, and then beautiful ribbon. I'm going to lift these cards up so you can have a look. I'm just going to place this for a moment over on my little stand I got. I wanted to show you the gilding. Look at that. It's just beautiful. I love a gilded deck. And then look at the art. Isn't that just so trippy? I love it. I love art. Did I just not say that? So yeah, these cards are just they're just full of illustrations and details, and we're learning all about different sea crustaceans, because that seems to be the theme in this deck. So what I do is, before the show, to prepare, I pull a card ahead of time from the deck, and that determines the title of our show. So it is 5 of Fungi today. And while you're looking at that card, I am going to find it in the book so I can look at the image with you. 5 of Fungi. And usually these cards tend to kind of set the tone for what the evening is going to be like. And what are we going to talk about? Love it. Beautiful. I know, right, Jody? It's a stunning deck. All right. Okay. Claudette has to put her glasses up so I can see the image clearly. So in the stained glass, we have mushrooms. Isn't that something? So there's the fungi. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. and then one in the center. I love stained glass. Beautiful. You know, there's an old church here with stained glass windows, and the church has since disbanded. And there's like a gymnastics company, I think, and a daycare rant that's running out of there. But when I drive by, I love to look at the windows. They're just so stunning. I really hope those windows remain preserved because there's just something so sacred and beautiful about stained glass windows, especially the ones that you find like in spiritual places, like sanctuaries and churches. I admire those windows, and they're just so stunning. So we see here an older man. It's almost like it could be even his daughter. He's walking with a cane. He's got his hat open. Now, does that mean that he's asking? He's asking for something? She's holding his arm. I see he has a loyal dog sitting on a bench right on his other side. And then I find it's a very old, beautiful church. So it's very interesting. It's almost like maybe it isn't his daughter. I feel like this is more about two people that have found each other and through circumstance, and they're together. So let's find out more about this card, shall we? I'm going to put my glasses on for just a moment so I can see. I'd like a card reading. Okay, M. Des, you got it. Your card number 3. M. Des. Okay, I've added you to the list. So I think everyone can see the card well enough. I'll leave the comments go. So let's find out about this beautiful card today, the 5 of Fungi. Is this an exterior or interior of a Christian church? Oh my God, how trippy is that right there? Now I look at the card, and when you look at it, it absolutely could be an interior or an exterior. See, this is what I mean. When we look at these tarot cards, hidden meanings or things that we think are obvious, and there's like another depth to it, and I just find that so fascinating. A large stained glass window casts multicolored lights on the stone steps. The window's design presents 5 golden mushrooms dancing above depictions of medieval musicians. I wondered, it was such a small little picture there. I wasn't exactly sure what was there. Shepherds with sheep and what appears to be a fallen monarch. Oh, that's so cool. I kept hearing in my mind, a shepherd, a shepherd. And I was thinking, I don't see the shepherd's hook. Like, what are we talking about? A shepherd. Now I want to look at this card closer. Pardon me, guys. I want to see, because in the book I don't quite see the shepherd. Oh, I see. So in the corners of the stained glass down at the bottom, there, if you take a really close look, you'll see that there's in one corner the shepherd and the other the fallen monarch. So 3 figures cluster in front of the window. A girl in her early teens gently holds the arm of a gray-bearded man. His coat is worn. He leans on a cane and holds out his upturned hat. A shaggy, mid-sized mutt sits on a ledge behind them. So, interpretation of this card for us: with the support of family, friends, and faith, we can weather hard times. Isn't that a beautiful message? With the support of family, friends, and faith, we can weather hard times. I absolutely love that. And I think it goes with my sentiments when I wrote the description under the show for tonight. You know, this week I've had a few people coming in talking about loss. like immediate family loss. And I'm at a place in my life where I'm starting to notice people are getting sick, and I'm hearing more about funerals. And the one lady that came in, she was just talking to me about the loss that she suffered here very recently. And she said, Claudette, just remember to tell those you love that you love them. So that was my message under the show tonight and I'm just going to repeat it here on the show. Never think it's too much. Never think I say it too often. You never know when that moment is going to happen, right? And I would rather feel like you've said it too much than wish you had said something. And I would love to encourage everyone, when you have a beautiful thought cross your mind about someone near you or your family member, something you admire about them, something you like about them, maybe even just how they react to something. It could be anything, but you look and you think, I really like that. I love how they're like that. I want to remind everyone, take advantage of those moments and share that beautiful insight with them. These kind words, we need so much more of them on this planet. It'll make people feel appreciated, people feel seen. So many people feel like they are not seen in this world, they're not appreciated. And so just those little thank yous, those little, I love this about you, it will go a long way. And hopefully one day you won't have any regret because you've shared the things that you needed to share with that person. I love that. I think I want to make this the closing remarks. So I'm just going to write this out because I love this. Saying in book, closing remarks. Let's see if I can remember. It's beautiful. All right. We don't read the card in reverse here. If you were to get a tarot reading, of course, I'm going to read the reverse meaning. I think this here, I don't know. Oh, some things coming on here are just a little bit not part of our show here. I'm sorry. I'm just going to remove this person commenting. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. I'm just reading the meaning of the card, and then we're going to jump into everybody's tarot readings because I know everyone's excited to have their tarot readings. Make sure you ask for one. So, when we do the card of the day for our show, we do not read the reversed meaning just because here we're all about uplifting. Financial insecurity, excessive debt, inadequate income. Your personal fortune is waning at this time. It's not a good time to take risks with money or to spend frivolously. Look to your support networks for help. Think creatively, act sensibly, and you will be able to master your financial situation over time. Do not delay. Financial issues never get better when they are ignored or denied. With self-discipline and patience, with help from friends, family, community, your personal fortune can improve. Oh, so this is a financial, well, that's kind of why I was, leaning with that hat open, looking for something. So we're being cautioned to be careful with our money. Ashton is asking for a reading. Absolutely. And Kathy asked for one as well. So Kathy, and then Ashton will be the 5th. And just a reminder for anyone who's wanting their cards read this evening, please ask in the comments below. I'm just going to have a quick peek here at Instagram. Oh, it's looking pretty quiet here. I'm going to just put in here. So, you know what? I'm just going to mention it. If you're watching on Instagram, yes, Jennifer, you can get a reading. If you're watching on Instagram, I'm not 100% sure your comments are coming through. So if you try to communicate with me and I don't respond, it's probably because for some reason that part is disabled. I don't know why, but I feel like I'm having trouble with Instagram and also my personal Facebook page. Even though I post the show there, if you're listening through Claudette Huber Facebook page, I'm not going to be able to see your comments only because it's my personal page. It's not like a business page. So if you want to participate, please click on that link above where I was letting you know the show's coming, because that's a YouTube link and it'll jump you over to the YouTube channel, and there make sure you subscribe and give a thumbs up, but you'll also be able to jump right into the chat and I will be able to see that you would like a reading. So Jennifer, I'm guessing, is watching on either my Happy Thoughts with hypnotherapy page or the store page, because those two I'm quite certain I can get comments through. So let's look at the symbolism in this card. The stained glass church windows, divine mercy, the comfort of faith, inspired craft. I can see that. That feels good. That's definitely what I feel when I look at stained glass. Interesting, they want to talk about the stone steps. They may appear intimidating, but they can lead you out of dire straits when tackled one at a time. Oh, I love that. Window imagery, musical trio harmony, shepherd's simple faith, hard work. The deposed king, even the mighty may fall on hard times. And the old man and the young girl represent stages of life, familial bonds, the quality of mercy. And the dog represents unconditional love. Oh, well, that was really nice. I enjoyed that. I hope you did too. That was a beautiful card. Let me just bring it up close. There we go. It's a beautiful card. Lots of like art in it. The stained glass. It's kind of fun and different with the mushrooms in there. Gives you kind of like this Renaissance feel. I'm going to just have a drink of my tea and then I'm going to start reading cards. So, because generally we end up doing a lot of card readings. So we're at 6 so far, but I'm sure it's going to climb far. You're probably wondering what I'm doing. Look at this. I thought I would share with you my very favorite magazine because it just arrived a few days ago and I haven't had the chance to open it. Look at this beautiful magazine. Again, do you know how I was saying I love art? This magazine is all about that. It's called Enchanted Living. I've been subscribed for years. I just absolutely love it. Look at the image behind. Isn't that just beautiful? Here, I'm going to just go back to one screen now. And yeah, you can get a better image. And there are so many beautiful images. Oh, here we go. Featured artists. So yeah, they'll talk about the artist. There's beautiful things. It's from Europe, so I can see all these wonderful products and cool things I'd like to get. Look at this, Black Phoenix Alchemy Lab fragrance. So they have some cool products that you could order, but I'm just not quite that free with my money that I can enjoy that. But I love researching and looking at the products and the companies, and it's just so inspiring to see beautiful art, don't you think? So anyway, I wanted to share with you my next issue that I'm going to be delving into and enjoying. Enchanted Living magazine. And this issue for spring is called the Metamorphoses issue. So I guess hence that's why we saw the moths and butterflies. Let's put this away. Okay, let me shuffle these. And don't forget, everyone listening to the show that is able to come. We do have our dinner coming up next week, April 14th. Where is it? Yes, April 14th. We're going to do it at Flavors 8, and we're going to do an earlier dinner this time, 5:30. So starting at 5:30, Jodio's and Rhonda. Welcome, ladies. I'll get you in here for sure. We got Rhonda. I'm going to put a P in case our other Rhonda friend shows up. And Jody. Yeah. So anyone who's interested and wants to get together, have a reason to get out, let's talk. I'm going to be bringing my cards. I'm bringing my cards on Tuesday. We'll pull some cards for each of us just to have some fun while we're waiting for our dinner. So April 14th at 5:30, and that's next Tuesday, and it will be at Flavors 8 in the George Dawson Inn. I like to go around and support different companies, so this is where we're coming back to our original first dinner spot. There we go. So for anyone joining or wondering what's happening, I'm shuffling my cards and getting ready for card readings. Now I'm going to turn the camera because now you're going to want to see the cards. So let's see if we can do this. Yes, that works. Here we go. There's my list. And here, it is hot in here, but I've been hot lately, so I don't know what's going on. Speaking of hot, finally today the weather was decent. It was so weird. Like Edmonton was great all weekend, and then Monday I was just reaching out to our pet sitters, and Janice says to me, they're calling for snow, like a snowstorm. And I was like, what? Because it was sunny. It was just clear skies and sunny. So yeah, it was quite something. We ended up driving in it. And yeah, but today it's back to like you can leave the house and you don't need a jacket. It's just like the roads are just kind of mucky and nucky. Okay, here we go. So just to show everyone, go over the names of the people we have so far. I have Janice, Deborah Lee, M. Des, Kathy, Ashton, Jennifer, Rhonda, and Jody. That's all the names that I've seen so far. And if you didn't hear your name, please put your request again in the comments. All right, Janice, let's read your cards. I feel it. This and this right here. Okay, let's do it. What do they want to tell you? What do they want to tell you? Well, Janice, it looks like they're talking about like getting away from a situation that was unbearable. Like you just got away by the skin of your teeth. Something was about to blow up, but you managed to keep it level. It didn't end up being as bad as what it could have been. So they're just talking about this as something that recently happened and you were able to avert some real calamity. And this is regarding your family. Like in this card here, she is holding her child in her breast, like against her breast. And look at all the daggers here on the boat. So she is just removing herself and she just got away. So you've obviously been dealing with something pretty heavy with your family, but you feel like it didn't turn out as bad as what it could have. There's still a little bit of damage, but it's okay. Right now, everyone is seeing you as the matriarch. You are the center point of the family. You hold everything together. And there are many people relying on you right now. She is wrapping everybody around her. This is the World card. So it is a very good card, Janice. So I even though for tonight, I do feel like I want you to know that you're not alone, that you will be getting those messages that you get, and the comfort and the encouragement that you're going to need as you navigate the needs of so many people in your life that depend on you. They depend on you. And so here we go. It seems like the future, there's going to be like a turning, it's just showing me that there is someone that's going to be feeling lost. The future where someone has lost their hope. This is a young man, and the things that he was excited about, the things that he was aspiring and wishing for, it looks like something doesn't quite work out or pan out the way that he thought it would. And so they're letting you know ahead of time so that you're able to comfort him, and because you won't be caught unawares of when it doesn't work out, that you're going to feel like, okay, I was told this wasn't going to work out, and you'll have what you need to comfort him. I'm just going to, yes. This has to do with justice. I have to say that I feel like something is not going to go the way everyone hopes it's going to go. And I feel like just by showing the justice card upside down, Janice, and I know a little bit about your situation, that pretty much explains to me who we're talking about. So I'm going to leave that with you, Janice. I know it's not what you wanted to hear, but you are loved. So many people look up to you in your family and those that you help all around you. And just know that you are being divinely guided. There are so many people on the other side that are helping you and giving you words of encouragement and advice. So even though this thing that's not going to work out with this young man, legally, I just want you to know that there is a bigger plan to it. So even though right now in this moment it doesn't seem fair and it's really going to knock him sideways, you're going to have exactly what you need to say at exactly the right time, and you're going to know what he needs to help give him his confidence back. That's about as much as I can give you tonight. Okay, Deborah Lee. Deborah Lee, you're next. I hope that was helpful, Janice. Probably not exactly what you wanted to hear. All right. Like I said, I won't do the reverse cards. Well, look at that. Maybe we got to do that, hey? Deborah, your cards are flying out. Okay. And this one wants to go. All right. Well, let's do it. Here we go. So, Deborah Lee, we're jumping right in it. Deborah Lee, I love this. Okay, so I'm just going to lift my glasses up. So this card is representing, you have been, like the past, looks like you've had an opportunity where you really were able to go after like your life's purpose in a way. You were definitely guided, and this life purpose gave you the was also supplying you with income, and there was just it was following your true path. Like it makes your heart sing. You enjoyed what you did for a living. Now this is the past, so that's why I'm saying did. Because I see coming up like there's a trip, there's travel, there's change. It's looking like you're going to gather everything that you've accumulated. You're leaving with wisdom. You're leaving with a lot of skills that you didn't have before. You're wiser. But you do feel a little anxious about where you're going. Like, what is my future going to be? It's very interesting here. Your feelings are everywhere. There's been a disruption in your life, like a significant disruption in something that you felt was your true calling. And it's not that your true calling is completely over, but there's some kind of an end to something. But it's like a correction or a change. And it's kind of like the snake, at the end of the snake, right? Like I feel like you were probably part of that collateral damage where you were without your permission, and now it's up to you. Will you accept the change? Will you accept this disruption and see what beautiful things your spiritual team have in store for you? The future card is showing me, I just want to look at this. I want you to know that you're not going to be able to take those that gave you counsel with you. So when I say that, I just feel as though there are people that were part of your team, or they were some sort of like in a mentorship. Yeah, I'm really warming up here. I need you to know that what you're being asked to do is you're being kind of called out, that you need to fly out of the nest. So if you haven't already taken flight, you're already feeling the uncomfortable feeling like things aren't the way they used to be. I'm really feeling this for you, Deborah Lee. I don't want you to feel that some of the friendships that are going to end, or communication that, you know how when you leave school and you promise we're all going to keep in touch and we're all going to remain really good friends, but then what happens is over time we lose touch with some of the people that we know, some of the people that were really important to us, and it's just the way it is. And so I want you not to take it personally, not to go deep into those dark places and think like, what have I done? Did I offend that person? No, it's just you're not in their immediate circle anymore of what happens every day. You're not in their day-to-day anymore. And it's not that they dislike that or they dislike you. It's just they're busy living their life and being productive and doing the things they need to do. And trust me, when you do run into each other, it'll be a wonderful reunion. There is nothing personal here. It's just that you're really being called to step out on your own is what I get, Deborah Lee. So that is for you. I hope you found that useful. Very interesting. Okay, Des, you are next. If anyone else listening or joining now would like to have a card reading, I need to see a request in the comments. All right, guys? It's going to be a fun night. Let's get these readings going. Des _1, you are next. Des _1. All right. Here we go. Just Okay, MDes, let me see here. I need to say something happened in the past. Now, when I say the past, the past card is kind of important, right? Because it helps us anchor in that you're listening to an important message. They want to remind you, you're welcome, Deborah Lee. You're welcome so much. That please pay attention to the message. I'm letting you know I saw this happen. Okay, so that's what the past card is about. So that you're like, oh yeah, that did happen. So that you'll pay attention to the rest of the message because they have some things they want to share with you. So for you, I feel as though I don't know who this is. I just know that there was some sort of great protest that they did not do something wrong, or someone is denying the truth. There is some big lie out there. There's somebody that is saying, nope, 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 I wasn't involved in that, and yet they were. Were you feeling as though you knew they were, and yet they just swore up and down that they were not involved? This card is absolutely letting you know, either you've now known or if you've been suspecting it, this person that doth protest too much is absolutely guilty. They were part of the stoning. They were part of the beating. They were part of that malicious attack. There is something that happened in the past where some people behind your back were conniving or trying to discredit you or hurt you in some way. So I'm really sorry, MDes, that you had that. So let me see here. So presently, I want you to know, they're letting you know these people are not getting off scot-free. There is something about karma coming around. They're trying. They've got their side eyes going as they're trying to sneak out, hoping that you don't pick up on it. You don't pick up on the extent of what they did. But right now, things are being revealed. I think you're going to become aware of a lot more information about this situation that you've been feeling and suspecting. You know, everybody, trust that gut feeling. When you get that funny, upset tummy around someone, that is your guides. That is your intuition. That we were gifted that. And trust me, listening to it will save you a whole lot of heartache. I'm not saying that you could have prevented this, MDes, but I feel like you do have some signals and you've got some body signaling that's been happening around some person. And the point that's saying, I wasn't part of this. And you need to be super careful because this person is like running back and explaining everything to the group, whoever the instigators are. So they are going to be found out though. You are already kind of aware of something. I want you to know there's going to be some kind of messaging coming your way. I don't know why I keep feeling like travel. Maybe you're going to travel somewhere, and I don't know how travel works with this, but travel is going to be part of you coming to full terms on what happened here. Because something is upside down, something is kooky, something is wrong. So, and look at your future card. Absolutely good. You need to stubbornly stick with this. You've got the picture of the goat here. You have a book on the ground. It's telling me that you're very wise, you're educated, you got it. You understand this message is coming to you from above, from your team. And if you need to just allow the messaging to come in, trust your intuition, trust the messages that are coming to you, and those karmic, where you're going to witness somebody maybe not have such a great thing happen to them, that is just going to be confirmation that they were involved in something not so great. And I believe that you're going to once again see your way of earning a living start to thrive again, because there's been a bit of a stalemate there, and a little bit of a like, where did my supporters go? Like, there's just a feeling of want. And so I'm letting you know your future. Just listen to your intuition, stick with what you're doing, trust who you're not feeling safe with, separate yourself immediately from those people, and you're going to find that things are going to work themselves out very quickly, and you're going to start to make money again the way you used to. So that is for you, MDes. I hope you found that useful. Let me get a little bit of a drink. I always love meeting and seeing new people in the comments. So if you haven't done it yet, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. It helps my little channel. I would appreciate it very much. And this is for our Kathy girl. You are next. If you would like a reading and you're listening to the show, just be sure to ask in the comments below. I'm just going to check on Instagram very quickly. Yeah, it seems okay. It lags behind, I feel like. You can see the comments on Instagram, though, like when you go to the channel. So I'm just going to have hope that they can comment and interact as well. Here we go. Let's do this. All right, Kathy, what do we got for you this week? Are you watching alone, Kathy? Or did you meet up with your friends? Here we go. Whew, it's hot in here. Okay. Oh, I feel like it's right here for you. There we go. I think you've had this card before, Kathy. So it's talking about the past that you had a trade and you were very good at what you did for a living. It's a past card. So it's talking about that you had tools of your trade and you were very good. You made money at it. You had clients. Customers came to see you. So they just want to acknowledge and remind you of what you're capable of. This past is showing that you were needed, you had skills, and you were very good at what you did. And if I remember correctly, at one time you were a hairdresser, were you not? So they want to acknowledge that you were a very good hairdresser. This card, unfortunately, in the center right now, I feel like your world's upside down. You're feeling like you don't have enough. You're needing things. You're feeling like the people that should be loyal to you are not being loyal to you. There's someone that is in your very near vicinity that is just not in it to win it with you. They don't support you the way you want to. So you are alone. Hi, Rojo Rusty. Hi. So I'm just seeing right now the stars are not lined up. Things are upside down for you. You're feeling really like your home life and just things are just not flowing, and you're feeling very upside down about it, and you feel like I don't have enough of what I need. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough strength to do what needs to be done. I want you to see your future card here is great. They are reminding you you have loyalty in your life. You're not alone. This card right here, the dog is in the right position. He's just sitting here. He's just waiting. He's just waiting for you to give him an order. He is ready to help you. It's going to change your income so that you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel. You're going to start to see the possibility of how you can be independent. I see a young man coming to your aid, someone younger than you, and I'm really feeling encouraged. They have they have a way to see the future for you, even if you can't see it. And so I'm asking and for you on behalf of your team to trust the young man in your life. There's someone very loyal to you, and they are just waiting for instructions on what is it that Kathy needs. There you go, Kathy. That is your reading. Okay, next on the list is Ashton. Let's do it, Ashton. How are we doing for time? Oh, we're doing great, guys. Yeah, normally we go over quite a bit, don't we? Okay, so today we are doing card readings for everyone. And next is Ashton. Yes, it's your turn. Okay. Don't forget to push that like and subscribe button, guys. Okay, let's go, Ashton. You are next. Oh, they want me to do that. Okay, and they want me to do that. Okay. Interesting. All right. So, so your card for the past card, I see that there was a trip. There was some travel that took place, Ashton. And I almost feel like there's this connection, like maybe you traveled because, not that it was a sad trip, but it was almost like, I don't know if it was in honor of someone who's passed away, but there is something about this trip that was an important trip. It was in remembrance of someone. Yeah, I get this honorable trip. The trip you took in the past here, very recently, was just a trip of hope and new beginnings and kind of just paying last, like, thank you for what you did for me. It was an honor, a trip of honor. Now, this person may not even have passed. It might have been a trip where you made it to go and talk to this person that had such a huge impact on your life, someone that you wanted to say thank you to. So this middle card, so right now for the present, you're in a place of stability. You very much have found your calling in life. You're earning a good living. You're in a place where you have no wants really. As far as material wealth, I see that you're well situated. There's like always this feeling that you're not alone. I want to remind you and let you know that I do see that you have companions about you from the other side that are watching over you. You are looked up to. You have a sort of a matriarchal kind of demeanor. I feel like you have a very calm disposition often in times of like unrest, and people look up to you. There's just a feeling of like you've achieved this level. There is a loyalty factor as well for you. I just want to see what this is because this is really inkling me. Aha. Yeah. So you have been getting messages. You may be feeling thoughts and ideas kind of percolating. Intuition. That's what's going on here. You're getting some messaging. I'm getting a tear. So that for me is like there is a sense of there was some loss, but there's also a sense of re-beginning again. So I love this for you, Ashton, and I want you to know that you're not alone, that you are being watched over. Yeah, I'm going to leave it there. And then the future card is beautiful for you. There's so much Everyone is pulling for you. I need you to have a lot of faith in yourself that you are following what it is that you need to follow for your highest and greatest good. There are so many people that rely on you and look up to you. In the future, you're going to be helping others. Yes, Crystal. Hi, welcome. So glad you joined us, Crystal. Yeah, Ashton, I see that you are going to impact a lot of lives in the future. You're going to help a lot of young people. And you're going to be doing this because you're going to have a lot of empathy for them. You're going to be very much like a protector. So continue to do what you're doing and know that you're not alone, that you're being divinely guided towards whatever this career path is that you're on, this journey. I'm not sure what this all is about, but it is very much blessed and good for you. Like, this is a good direction for you. So trust what you're getting. Hey, Gary, we'll definitely add you to the list because there's time. Okay, I hope that was useful for you, Ashton. That tear, I haven't felt that in a while, so I feel like that definitely had something to do with a loved one passing. Or great pain, something. Okay. Jennifer, you are next. Let's read what is going on with Jennifer. What do you want me to tell Jennifer? A lot of energy in this room. Okay, for Jennifer. Jennifer. Interesting. Okay, so in the past, your past position card, I get for you that there were two different roads you could have took. Two different occupations you could have took, Jennifer. You've got some opportunities here and you're juggling them both. I'm getting a feeling like it's kind of hard for you to make a decision. You've got some opportunities. There's two decisions to be made. One would mean that you could stay here. Two would mean that there would be some kind of a travel or some move involved. So you're welcome, Ashton. So for, Jennifer, I just see that in the past they're acknowledging that you've really been feeling like not too stable because you're feeling like the pressure of having to make a decision and you're juggling both, you're contemplating both. One is requiring a lot of faith, more I don't know what that'll be like. I don't know about this. The other one has more stability in the sense that you know more what to expect from that. I see immediately now that there is going to be an end to something. Something is coming to an end. So you are going to be making that choice. I'm just trying to see. I'm going to pull another card here to see what they say about this decision. Oh, Jennifer. You have so much intuition inside of you. We all do. So for you, your reading is they want you to trust your gut. Trust what you already know up here regarding the decision. I got a little bit earlier this feeling like you wanted to play it safe and go with the decision that you kind of already know more about how it would play out. The problem with that is sometimes we hurt ourselves by not giving ourselves opportunity to grow and experience new things. And by staying with what we know, we stay small. And we often find ourselves in uncomfortable situations that we kind of already knew were going to happen. So that is my message for you. You have an opportunity here to end a karmic dance that you've been doing for a while. Is this the lifetime where you're brave enough to jump off the deep end and go see what happens next? Life is meant to be lived fearlessly. And I think, Jennifer, you're ready for that leap of faith. So the future card, I'm just going to take my glasses off. I don't get this one often, so I just kind of want to see the image and see what I'm getting here. The future card is showing a great announcement of some sort. There's a whole, you're going to be approaching a group of people who are all invested in your wellness. With whatever this decision is that you have to make, they're talking about you going to them and speaking to them. I want you to know that not everybody is going to accept your decision and they're going to be anxious about it, but also think about, where is that coming from? Oftentimes people have fears for us, but actually it's their own fears that they've grew and built based on their own life experiences, right, Jennifer? So don't let somebody put fear into you that doesn't belong to you. Okay, so for you, your future, you need to make a decision for you. It's going to be big news. It's kind of going to make everything rattle and change. But this is a moment of truth for you. You're being asked, like, you're at a crossroads, a really important crossroads, and do you want to take that leap of faith and do something for you? So this is definitely what this is about. Know that everybody, even those that are not going to be so excited about your decision, they still love you deeply. And that is all why, that is absolutely why they're feeling and saying what they're saying. They're kind of scared too, because for some people on your team, they haven't made many, they haven't taken many chances in life. You know, I heard something and I know it's for you now. Like, I did not know this was a thing. Some people are brought up, I need a tissue, to never rattle the cage, to make sure that they go unnoticed. Can you imagine living like that? I shouldn't say that, but I know obviously a lot of people live like that and they're taught to live like that. Don't draw attention to yourself. Do what you do. Keep your head down. I just think, to live like that, you've given up on life. So that's my message for you from your team and my team. I think they're asking you to get out there. You're welcome. All right, so that was Jennifer's reading. Let's go on to Rhonda's. We got Rhonda, Jody, Crystal, and Gary. If there's anyone else listening, I may have time for one more. Okay, so here we go, Rhonda. Shuffling the cards for Rhonda. Just gonna feel like this card came out for you. There we go. There we go. Okay, the past card is showing your family, your home was changed. There was an abrupt change in your home. Things were turned upside down. There was a change, a major change in your home. That's the past card. And so everybody wasn't together. 7. Okay, so here we go. Oh, this is very interesting. So I feel as though there's someone that you're questioning their motivation, like their motives. Why are they doing what they are doing? Let me pull another card. This feels like someone, maybe like someone that is above you in some sort of hierarchy. Like, could be a boss, It could be a grandmother. Like it's someone that you look up to or that you have to pay certain respect to. But you're having some doubts about this person. You're welcome, Mdez. Hi, Heather. I will add you and we'll see where we get to, okay? Yeah, Rhonda, this is very interesting. I'm getting a sense of, I'm going to just say this. I feel like there is something happening with your employment and the person that you answer to or collab with, but they're kind of the one who make the final decisions. You're having some second thoughts about this person. It's not as cohesive as it used to be. Let's pull another card. Okay. So, I just want to let you know you're going to be getting more information on that. There's something you're not aware of, and it's thrown this person off. Now, whether or not you can trust them, no. So do you know how when we say someone's been cornered and be careful when they've been cornered? That's kind of what I'm getting, Rhonda. I think just be very careful. Look after yourself. You're being given a bit of a warning here to just look after yourself and be very observant. You're going to understand why this person is acting differently, and it's something that is going to kind of make sense for everything that you've been experiencing. Like I almost feel like maybe there's a divorce going on in the background, a separation, or maybe they haven't been able to make their payments to the bank. It's something quite big. And you're going to look at this person and go, okay, this is why I've been feeling so unsettled. This is why I'm uncomfortable. Something big is going to reveal itself, but trust your gut instinct. They are, I don't know if it's a she. I don't know why she came out. She's treating you that way. It's because there's something big brewing that hasn't been shared with you. You'll soon learn about it. Meanwhile, I think you should be thinking of how you can best protect yourself. Because this person is the kind of person that would lash out. And I just said this yesterday. I said this just today to a customer. I'm going to take everybody down with me. Do you know what I mean? That expression. Hey, Jennifer, I hope you enjoyed your reading there. Okay, so Rhonda, I hope that was useful for you. And don't forget to give that thumbs up. Thumbs up on whatever platform you're and follow. Really helps me out. Jody Jodios, you are next, girl. Let's get your reading in here. You guys have to be ready when you get a reading with Claudette because you just never know what's coming out. Oh, all right, Jodios. Oh, Jody. All right, Jody. Well, this looks good for you, Jody. Okay, let's see. So the past is talking about someone overcoming some mental health issue. There's I'm not sure who this is, but just like struggles, like really dark nights of soul, dark nights of the soul. I get this feeling like there was a lot of depression and deep dark thoughts. And also there was just this feeling of like, there wasn't enough money for all their needs. Like it was just a really rough time. You're welcome, Rhonda. So I feel like Jodios just, they're just acknowledging and seeing the struggle. So this is either you or someone you love. I do feel like it's you, hon. I feel like there's just been a lot. You've been struggling with a lot. And they just want to acknowledge that. They see you. And I want you to know, though, things are changing for you. There's like such an auspicious card here, which I love. They want to remind you that you're capable of so much. You have a lot of different skills that are at your disposal. You know, if someone says, can you do this? And you'll be like, well, yeah, I worked for 5 months doing that job, and I know how to do that. So they just want to remind you, over your lifetime, you've had many different trades, many different jobs, and you've been exposed to a lot of different things. You have a lot of information and knowledge that makes you like productive. It can make you how do I say, useful. You're useful, you're needed. So I want you to know as well, your angelic team, and those that have crossed over, they are definitely giving you counsel right now. I don't know if you've been seeing it, but they've been trying to remind you of the things that you have, the skills that you have, and they want to see you using them. They want you to bring those skills to the spotlight. So there's maybe been a bit of a pulling back and not doing the things that you'd like to do regarding what it is that you're so very good at. I wonder if it's your readings. And I feel like this sense of community, there's been a pulling back and you're being encouraged to come back out. Also, I see for you that you need to stubbornly keep going forward in this line of thinking that you've got. There's some kind of business idea that you're cooking up. They want you to keep pursuing it, keep building it. It's going to take someone like you with persistence and that really doesn't care what other people think about them. This is kind of they want you to know that they've been planting seeds in your mind about thoughts about what it is that your next step is supposed to be. And this is going to help bring your income level up as well. They're talking about you have the skills and we're asking you and giving you ideas. Of course, you have freedom of choice and it's up to you whether or not you go and chase those ideas. But just know that they're not just coming out of nowhere and they're not just la ideas. These are things that if you wanted, they are part of your story in this lifetime. But it's up to you whether or not you want to make it part of your story. I do see things can change for you. They really want you to see your potential because you have a lot of it. All right, Jody, I hope you found that helpful. And we got Crystal next. Hey, Crystal. We're doing your reading next. Oh. I'm gonna have to get some air in here. I can't imagine what this room's gonna feel like in the summertime. Ooh, Nelly. Oh, we're not in the same space we used to be in. This space here is warm. All right. Okay. For Crystal. Okay. Let's get some air here. So Crystal, there was a sense of separation. They're talking about in the past that you just felt like communication was not open like it usually is with your intuition, with your team upstairs, those people that give you those, like what we were talking about in Jodio's reading, like those thoughts and those suggestions, like those subtle suggestions you get. I want you to know that they're just acknowledging that you felt like there was a bit of a disconnect there. You weren't tapped in. You were trying to find your grounding. You were trying to reestablish, and you were feeling the need for your spirituality, for that relationship to feel like, like that it was moving and progressing. There was a feeling of like just it was a little quiet. But that's because they want to let you know that you had a lot of distractions going on. And it's not to say that that was a bad thing. They're just saying that you have been so vigilant and you're still to remain vigilant. There's a sense of this is not over. Gosh, I feel like we did this a little bit the same theme with your last reading, Crystal. But I really get the sense for you that there's like, there are still ripple effects from what you've just gone through. You're still experiencing them today. There's a real sense of I can't let my guard down quite yet. I'm not able to. I have to stand guard and make sure everything is going to be okay. She's saying, yep. Okay, so the Temperance card is coming up for you. They are letting you know you are hearing correctly and don't worry. Even though you feel like you're disconnected right now, they're not gone. It's just all your attention is on just day to day, making sure everything is okay. But they want to let you know coming up that is going to open up. Your future is looking very good. All of this diligence and keeping track and watching out and just being attentive is going to pay off. You are going to be in a place where you're going to be able to have that communication open again and flowing. You're going to have the counsel and feel like you're connected again. That's just part of survival, right? Certain things we let go of. And right now, what's serving you for your highest and greatest good is just being aware and vigilant. It's not saying that you can't be looking out and listening for those messages, but right now, because you're so hyper fixated on making sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed, they want you to know there's a season to everything, and that's okay. Don't feel like they've abandoned you or left you. You're about to walk into a new way of being where things are going to start to level out. Miguel, I will try. I will see if I have room to squeeze you in at the end, okay? Thank you for the question and thank you for joining us. So I hope that helps you out, Crystal. Hold on. They haven't left you. They haven't abandoned you. And if anything, you're going to come out even stronger afterwards with even a stronger link with your team. Okay? So they're very happy with you, and they're not feeling dishonored. They just understand right now. Oh God, look at me. I'm talking and trying to shuffle, and now I shuffled them. Well, I guess we'll just keep working at it. And if we have some upside down cards, we have some upside down cards. You're welcome, Crystal. I hope that was helpful. I keep hoping for a different reading for you, but you're getting there. That last card is showing things are going to get better. Things are going to get better, but right now you're still on a vigilant watch. Gary, let's get going, hey? We got Gary, Heather, and Miguel, and then I'm going to have to call it a night. Let me just take a sip of my tea here. And for anyone who hasn't done it yet, please give me a heart, give me a thumbs up, like and subscribe. It all helps. Okay. All right, Gary. There we go. Huh. Okay, Gary. They're talking about for you. I see that you had a very good, I just feel like you had a good childhood. They want to remind you and to acknowledge that you had a loving mother. a mother who would do anything for you. That's what I see. If it wasn't your mother, it was someone who was kind of in that motherly figure for you, and they adored you. They loved you. They doted on you. I don't know why that's important right now to bring up, but you're being reminded of how much you were loved. The present card right now. Okay, this card has come up for so many people tonight. I love how there's just always some cards that just keep popping out. Okay, Gary, there is something that you're working on regarding income, regarding work. I see there's some skills that you've got, and I feel like there's a new opportunity coming for you. You may already have been given the opportunity, or like a step up, and like possibly like a what do you call that when you get moved up in management? A promotion. I feel like this is a divinely gifted opportunity for you. And it's because you've been working and diligent towards your goal. They're talking about this stubbornness of just going and working hard for it. And you have been seen. They're acknowledging all of the effort you've been putting out. You've been learning about things. You've been honing your skill. And that is going to come into play. So be aware, whatever opportunity came to you very, very recently or is coming to you, that is because you've earned that, and that has been brought to you. That is being gifted to you from your team who watch over you. So the future card, I don't see this opportunity as being a long-term one, but don't let that scare you. I really get the sense that this is important for you, and just to do it and to embrace this new opportunity. It's not going to be like a huge like thunderclap from the sky and a huge like big grand offer, but they are sending something for you so that you're stable and you continue to make money. And it's not going to be like a huge promotion, but it is part of your journey. And do not lose hope or feel underappreciated because maybe you didn't get exactly what you thought you should get, because that could still come for you. But right now, I can really get the sense that for you, slow and steady wins the race. So enjoy the small wins, Gary, because there's more coming for you, but it needs to come at a different pace for you. So you know how sometimes some people don't deal well when they are handed everything right up front, and they could squander it or lose it or take it for granted? There's just a sense with you, things need to go at a little bit of a slower pace. I hope that makes sense for you, Gary. Heather, let's get you in. We got Heather next and Miguel. Heather and Miguel. Oh, your grandma. I'm so glad. Well, they wanted to recognize the maternal mother who loved you so much. So I'm really glad about that. You must needed to hear that. All right. Here we go. What do you have for Heather? Feel like that's hers and that's hers. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Oh. They're talking in your past card. There was a situation where you felt like you weren't able to protect your loved ones. There was a sense of losing, not having as much control as you would have liked in a situation where people, young people were under your charge and under your care, and you were not able to care for them the way that you had wanted to. You weren't able to protect them from some things. So they're just bringing this up for some reason, Heather, but they want you to know that going like right now, that's the past. They don't want you dwelling on the past about the things you could have done better or the things that you missed out on. And we're all works of progress, and we only can do as good as how far we've healed in life. So every time that we have an experience, we're navigating that experience based on the tools we have in our tool belt at that time, right? So they don't want you carrying forward any guilt or any feelings of like, I could have done better in that situation, or I should have chose this. They are letting you know and reminding you of what a wonderful home situation you have now. Things are settled. You are actually, you've got the star card. Like, you have loyalty around you. Those that love you are around you. There aren't feelings of that are being held against you. I feel like people are working through their feelings with you, that there's like, if something needs to be talked about, it's being talked about. It's not being held back. Things are good for you. And so they want you to remember that. I see that you're experiencing some not so much like big travel, but like little family events, and you're doing things with the people that you love. Like, you're having activities you're enjoying, and they really want you to focus on those great things that are happening in your life right now. Because going forward, I do see someone taking a wrong turn. You're going to be watching a young person make a choice that is going to be challenging for you to watch. But you're being asked to let this young person go and do what they need to do. It's their life and their life experiences, and we learn from experience, right? We can't just tell people how to be. They need to learn how to be all on their own. So Heather, for you, they want to just enjoy this time right now, and because coming forward, you are going to be watching, and just know your family's solid. So I don't feel like this is going to be like a long-term, permanent, negative thing that happens in your family when this young person goes off the rails a little bit and does something impulsive, and you're going to be looking and thinking, why are you doing that? Just know that it won't be long-term. They'll come back around, and that's because of the home and the family that you've built and the support you built. So don't lose heart when it happens. Know that it's going to happen. So when that's happening, you can have just peace of mind and go, okay, this is their journey. There are going to be some lessons they need to learn, because that's going to help them be better people, right? And that's going to improve their soul. So we're just going to give them the space to do that. Final reading is for Miguel. It was an okay reading, Jody. I did. Thank you so much. Okay. You're welcome. All right. Let's do Miguel. He's the last one. That was great. I'm so glad. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate the feedback. All right. Miguel's our final reading of the evening. Don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube. The Happy Thoughts with Claudette, so you don't miss another show. And it'll let you know when there's another show coming up. I think next week we'll probably be reading cards again. Hopefully I've got a video I want to share with you all. So I got a really cool video, but I just don't know enough about technology, and I want my husband to kind of help me with that. All right. Final reading of the evening is for Miguel. Miguel, what is it that you just survived? They're talking about something recently where you just left a situation, a community of people, where you really experienced a lot of hardship. You were hurt. Miguel, you asked me, I think, about someone you know, right? I'm just scrolling up here because this is I'm just getting, will my ex and I get back together? So I see that this relationship definitely had its challenges, Miguel. Like, you're standing here and you've lost a lot. You've lost a lot with this separation. And I think it was a really hurtful separation. I think that there was a lot said and a lot done on both sides. At this time, I don't want you to expect anything coming from them, the person that you were in a relationship with. I feel like you and your ex are not meant to be communicating it right now. This isn't a good time. Everything's too raw. Things could be said that can't be unsaid. That's what I see right now. I don't see a reconciliation for the present. Miguel, I wish I could give you better news. Let me see what's going on here. Miguel, this person, your ex, I feel as though there's someone in the relationship that still has a lot of demons that they're fighting with. They're struggling with the past. They may even have, I feel as though there could be possibly some addiction issues here, like something is very heavy that was negative in the relationship, and that really helped help bring out the outcome that came out of it. And I think that it's really, really important for you to regroup and look after yourself. Like, I'm pulling extra cards. Yeah. In order for you to find love again, whether it's with this person or not, there needs to be distance, there needs to be time, because right now there is still a lot of animosity from someone. So it must be your ex, but I don't feel like they have your best interest at heart, and there's some lying still happening. I don't think you have the full truth of the situation. Ooh, I'm swirling. So Miguel, you don't have the full story of the separation. Like, what was all the motivation and what really happened. So you need to take some time. And I know that's really, I know heartache is so difficult, but I'm really asking you to take some time and really review what kind of relationship it was, and was this person your biggest cheerleader? Were they getting up every day and invested in you and only wanting the very best for you? That's the kind of partner that everybody needs, right? And that's who we need to find, because you're worth it. You're a very important person, Miguel, and everyone deserves a champion in their lives, especially when they come home after living a day on this planet Earth. We need our person to be championing us. So, Miguel, I hope that was helpful for you. I'm trying to deliver it as tender as possible, because I know it's always difficult when something ends, but I feel like for you, if you're brave enough, it's kind of time to be just on your own for a while, just so you can really get an idea and have a clearer vision. As the time goes by, you'll be able to see more and more why this wasn't your person forever. Okay. Well, next show, next Wednesday. And if you're interested, let's get together on the 14th. Next Tuesday, Flavors 8 at 5:30. That's when we're gathering for our next monthly dinner. And I look forward to seeing who's going to join us. You're welcome, Miguel. Okay. I send you love. I don't want to forget this. This is what I want to read to everybody before we say goodbye to each other, because this was so beautiful. And this, Miguel, I think is for you and for everyone else listening who's dealing with relationship woes. With the support of family, friends, and faith, we can weather hard times. I'm going to leave you my wonderful song. I want you to have a wonderful week coming up. Be strong, be brave, live an authentic life. Remind those around you that you love and see every day what makes them so special to you and why you love them. All right, let's go to here, and I'm going to go find my music. Here we are. Love you and leave you.
Sometimes it's hard to find a reason why when everything is falling and all that's left to do is try your best to keep holding on to the next sunrise. But you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Sometimes a mountain means it's time to climb higher than you've been before. So hold on tight and close your eyes. You'll make it faster than you know. Closer to the sunrise. 'Cause you're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Where the light is found. Just look inside where light is found. You're stronger than you know. You'll never be alone when everything feels dark around. Just look inside where light is found.